Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today girl, we have a very exciting video, and I know I probably say that about every single video. We're going to be trying out the gorgeous new collection from one of my favourite brands, KALEIDOS Make Up. So they very kindly sent me over a briefcase full of makeup. I mean, you know, I do get sent products here and there from some other brands, but none of those products come to me in a briefcase. Do you know what I mean? It's on a whole other level, and I don't want to sound like I'm not grateful for ever being sent anything. Like, I'm always like super grateful and also super kind of like, oh my gosh, like, why would they send it to me? Like, I do definitely feel that way, but oh my gosh, guys, this is next level freebies, honestly. So this is the briefcase. Oh, she's a tin. She just looks so colourful and very artistic in true KALEIDOS makeup fashion. Like, if there's one thing that I can, well, two things actually, that I can always rely on with KALEIDOS makeup is that their products are going to be super high quality, and the packaging is going to look like it came straight from the Museum of Modern Art. It really does. And if I open her up, these, do you know what? I've never been so happy at having a spinny chair than I did just then, because I could spin all the way around. So this is what we have going on today. We have two of their brand new eyeshadow palettes. We have Sashimi City, which is a very kind of neutral look eyeshadow palette. I think she looks beautiful, but she's not going to be the one that we're going to try today. I will pop up a couple of photos now so that you can have a little bit of a look. She looks beautiful. I will be trying her soon, but today we're going to be trying out the Lunar Lavender eyeshadow palette. I feel like this palette was created by the Unicorn Angels. We also have three of their new, oh sorry guys, I'm really getting backache here. We have three of their new Charisma contour palettes. We have a cool and light, we have a warm and deep, we have a warm and medium. These are described as being a high impact three-dimensional face shaping palette, which sounds really good to me. Also, just to mention, all of these products are cruelty free and vegan as well, which is brilliant. We have a new Lucid lip, and to finish it off we have a bow. Now, I think KALEIDOS Makeup are a secret member of the Scarf Bobble gang, because look at this, guys, look at this. I definitely am going to put her in for the video, because I think it would just be so rude of me not to. Oh my gosh, I think this is so cute. And I know this probably is not where she's meant to be, but I feel so 80s. Oh, I'm loving it. Okay, she's going to just stay there just for now, because I love her. I mean, she's hanging on a wing and a prayer, but it's fine. I'm just going to, because I've not actually looked at her yet, I'm just going to open up Sashimi City. By the way, packaging is off the charts. Divine. I don't want to rip her, because I just feel like she is the most perfect thing, and I don't want to destroy her. But so this one is Sashimi, that's a mouthful. So we have Sashimi City, oh gosh, and inside we have, oh my gosh, she is beaut. Look at that. I feel like this shade here, it really reminds me of the highlighter in Diamond Dasher, which is just up here. As you can see by my background, which you probably can't see a lot because I'm in the way, but I adore KALEIDOS Makeup. I've got two of their lo-fi blushes. I've got their highlighters all around. Oh my gosh, and my current favourite highlighter, which I probably will sprinkle on a little bit of today, is Ray Rider. This is so similar to Rodeo Drive by Ofra. It's so wet look sheen, and she's just perfect. She's perfect if you've got fair skin, if you've got medium skin, if you've got olive skin, if you've got deep skin. I just feel like whatever skin you have, she will make you look like a goddess. Yeah, she's my new favourite. She's taken over from Sailor, like she really has. Oh no, Solar Sailor. See, because she's not my favourite anymore. I completely forgot her name, because that's the kind of girl that I am. But no, Solar Sailor still gorgeous, but I've just fallen in love with Ray Rider recently. So anyway, Sashimi City, she sashimi sure looks like a dream. That didn't work, did it? Okay, we're going to come back to Sashimi City on another gorgeous occasion, but for now we are going to put all of our focus onto Lunar Lavender. Again, this packaging is just absolutely divine, like so gorgeous. Like even the cardboard, it looks like the highest quality cardboard that's ever been made, really. The inside of the palette, see, if I ever had my own makeup brand, this would definitely be the aesthetic that I would go for. I would literally just rip off Kaleidos Makeup, but that's like, I shouldn't really say that, but I would. I'm getting butterflies. Like, I am actually getting butterflies. I know you're thinking, what? Like, I'm getting butterflies right now because this to me just looks so divinely beautiful, which reminds me, oh my gosh, I'm so excited today, like, because I have this makeup to try, obviously, but my cactus or cacti, she started to flower. Can you see? Like, I've been waiting for her to flower for weeks, and I keep looking at her thinking, when are you going to flower? Flower, you bitch, flower. And finally she has. She's answered my prayers, and oh, she looks so gorgeous. So she is just winning at life right now. She's seriously over there looking and feeling fabulous. I love her. So, oh my gosh, anyway, back to Lunar Lavender. So guys, if you love purple, violet, lavender, indigo, you're gonna love this. Look at this. She's just so gorgeous. And by the way, I absolutely love the Escape Pod palette, and I love the two purple shades that we have in there. They are such good quality, just an absolute pleasure to work with, and I have no doubts that these two are going to be just as beautiful, because these two shades actually look very similar to the two shades of purple that are in the Escape Pod palette. So I'm feeling very confident they're going to be great. I mean, I just don't have any worries about Kaleidos Makeup at this point. But anyway, I've realised that we're almost 10 minutes and I've got nowhere near putting any makeup on my face, so I'm going to speed it up a bit. I'm going to do the swatches first, and then we are going to jump straight to the eye look. But as I do the swatches, I'm going to read out the description of the shades that I found on the website, because they basically describe the shades so much more eloquently, articulately, and beautiful. Just, they were so beautiful, and I just don't want to, like, just ruin the shade names. So anyway, I'm going to just read that out as I'm showing you the shades. Okay, so we have Dreamscape, which is an icy silver lilac shimmer with a twilight shine. And we have Moonroof, a brilliant sapphire sparkling duochrome with a glimmering lavender shift. Next, we have Midnight Flora, a night blooming warm violet matte. And we have Wisteria, a lush and breezy lavender matte. Next we have Nocturnal, a nighttime sky glow mauve taupe matte. And Crater Grove, a lunar landscape plum brown matte. Oh God, yes. Okay, so we are ready to jump into the eye look, and I'm going to be starting off with using the Kaleidos Makeup Tone Activator Eye Primer. I did just start to apply this, and then I remembered that I was actually filming today, so, you know, I thought I'd best just switch my camera on so that I could show you what I'm doing. This is my very favourite eye primer. It acts as a concealer. It covers up those little veins on your lids and just creates a great base in which to apply your eyeshadow. There we go, look at that. Perfection. If you've not tried this yet, I would definitely recommend. I've never really been one for eye primers or kind of eye bases, because I've always thought, do we really need them? But I actually really like that one, and mainly just for the concealing properties, you know. Oh, this is the moment. Okay, so guys, we are going to begin today with I think we're going to go for like a purple look because I just think it would be a crime not to. So I'm going to begin with the deepest purple, and I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush. I'm going to pat that on the outer part of my lid. I'm going to take it a little bit into the inner, I'm going to take it in a little bit, is what I'm doing. Like that brush, so I'm going to change it, and I'm actually going to use one of my Kaleidos makeup brushes because I completely did not see it there on my table. So I'm going to use this. By the way, I really recommend these Kaleidos makeup brushes, and I also recommend their makeup sponges. I use their lilac makeup sponge every day, and I use these makeup brushes every time I apply makeup. So yeah, as you can see, like, I'm such a big fan of Kaleidos makeup. So I'm going to just repeat on the other side, and I know it's looking quite messy right now, but I promise you it will come together, or at least I hope it will come together. At least I hope. You just never know with me. Like, I'm promising you, and I'm thinking, but will it? Like, I'm promising you it will look better. But then there's a little sassy voice in my head that says, but will it? And it's just like, oh, thanks. I definitely think I'm my own worst enemy sometimes, you know. Oh my gosh. So, in the same old style as every other Kaleidos makeup eyeshadow I've ever used before, this is super pigmented, super easy to blend. It's just giving me all kinds of a life right now, and I'm just feeling in my element. Okay, so I'm just going to actually take this down here. Okay, so next I really want to soften out the edges because I just want to create a little bit of like a blown out look. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a small and reasonably sized brush, and I'm going to go into the lighter of the two purple shades, and I'm just going to blend around the edges, add a little bit of softness. Okay, so next we are going to replicate kind of what we've done on the top, on the bottom. So I'm going in with the two purples, and I'm just going to kind of blend them under the eye. And then same as the above, we're going to soften this out with the lighter purple. Oh, again. Oh, I was going to show you my brush, but she had other plans. So I was just going to show you that I am using another one of the Kaleidos makeup eye brushes. I can't remember the name of the collection, but this is an S5 brush, and the other one that I used was the S2. I do believe that they sell their brushes in sets. I don't think they sell them just, you know, kind of on a solo mission, so you would have to buy the set, but I would strongly recommend the set. Okay, so now we are ready to apply our beautiful lid shimmer, metallic, sheen, glitter. We're ready. So I mean, honestly, like, both of these shades I could give my life for, but I think today I'm going to go for this beautiful duochrome, just because she's just extremely captivating, and I really think she would complement my hair. So I'm going to just cut my crease with some concealer, and then we're going to pack her right on, honey. Yeah. Okay, so we are now ready to go in with this beautiful shade. Oh gosh, so I am going to just use it. No, I'm not using that brush because that's the same brush I did my cut crease with and is covered in concealer. So, okay, so I'm using a new clean brush. We're just going to pack this beautiful shade on. She is a little bit crumbly and I definitely do just kind of feel deep within my vagina that she would probably give her best performance if you were to apply her with your finger. I mean, I feel that way about any kind of metallic shimmer shade, no matter who they are, no matter where they've come from. I just think every shimmer wants a wet finger. She's actually going on really beautifully. Would I say she is a topper? Kind of. I'm kind of reluctant though to say she is a topper because I feel like she's just packed so much punch in her own right, you know? She could be a topper. She might not be, but I can tell you she's absolutely gorgeous. I think Honeys is out on the trampoline with the boys. I can just hear lots of excited bounces and glees. Like, I can't go on the trampoline because my cervix won't let me go on the trampoline. I used to love bouncing. Like, I used to do gymnastics. I used to do trampoline lessons. But ever since I had 2 kids, I now have no pelvic floor muscles. Every time I go on the trampoline, I wet myself. And I know that's too much info, but, you know, I'm just saying the facts here. It's a real shame. It's actually a tragedy because I used to love bouncing. Like, bouncing was one of my favourite things to do. And now I can bounce no more because my becking vagina. But you know what? So worth it. Okay, so guys, I'm going to just go in with my finger next. Oh, yes. Look at that. Guys, I'm sorry, like, if I seem a little bit low energy today, it's just because I've got a bit of a sore throat. I feel like I'm always saying that. Like, oh yeah, I've just got a little bit of a sore throat. I'm a little bit poorly. I feel like I'm morphing into Jacqueline Hill. Oh, by the way, I'm going to pop a little bit of, you know, the other shimmery shade. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that in the inner corner. These 2 shimmers are definitely quite glittery, so, you know, if you're not into glittery, you may not love them, but look at this. Okay, so guys, the eye look, she is complete. I have no complaints whatsoever when it comes to the quality of, sorry, my bow is just, gravity appears to be winning at this point, but I have no complaints whatsoever in terms of the quality, in terms of the shade, in terms of the pigmentation. I give this palette 10 out of 10. I cannot recommend her enough. She is a gorgeous sensation. Oh, and guys, if you're a fan of purple, lilac, indigo, violet, lavender, any of the above, you need her. You really do need her. We don't need her, like, but I think you would love her. Next, oh wait, I've got to do mascara. I was just jumping straight on because I'm so excited to try the contour palette, but I'm going to just finish off doing my mascara and then we're going to try the contour palette. Yes. Okay, so guys, I've done my mascara. I've added on a liquid lipstick. This one is Child Star by Too Faced. It's a melted matte. This is my favourite shade of lip product. It just complements everything, and I definitely think she's doing her best work today. Next, we're going to move on to the Charisma contour palette. So I did show you the other shades earlier, at least I hope I did, but there's 3 different palettes that have come out, each geared towards different skin tones. I myself am pretty light and fair, so I just feel like she is the one that's going to be perfect for me. Again, the packaging is drop dead gorgeous. We're going to open her up. Oh, and there she is inside. Wait, let me just... Oh, guys, here she is. So she is the same kind of flippy packaging as the Lo-Fi blushes. So she just... Oh, she flips this way. Okay, so this is the front. She flips open. We have a beautiful mirror. And then we have 3 different shades. The fill shade. We have the shade and the chisel shade. Step 1 is chisel. Okay, so it gives you like, you know, actual directions on how to contour, which I really need this. Like, contouring is not my strong point, so thank you. So first we're going to chisel, and it says visualize a line between the corner of your mouth and top of ear. Apply chisel along the line and blend it out. Also add to your jawline and your forehead. So, okay, so we're going to go with chisel first, which is the deepest of the 3 shades. I'm going to get my favourite contour brush. And by the way, this is a beautiful cool toned kind of brown shade. So I'm just going to like pop her. Do you know what? I feel like I could potentially go a shade up with... Oh, no, I couldn't. I do not need to go a shade up. Yes, honey. See, I've got that honey from Jonathan Van Ness. Oh, gosh, I just love him. So already, can you see? We've got this chiseled look going on. Whereas over here, it's just like, ah. But over here, we've got, ooh, there's something happening. And I just love it. We've done the chisel there. And also the instructions did say we can do the temples and the forehead. So I'm going to do that. This bow, I love her, but she is wanting to be star of the show right now, but that's fine. She's beautiful. This is definitely going to be my new everyday contour palette. Definitely. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love her. The powder blended out so beautifully. I absolutely adore the shade. She's just the right amount of cool tone, but I do feel like she's a little bit of warmth to her. To all of my fellow fair friends, I would definitely recommend. I love. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the shade part, which is the middle shade. She definitely takes on a more of like a grey appearance. So with the shade, step 2, it says apply shade to the sides of your nose. Okay, so she's a nose contour and along the crease of your eye socket. So I don't usually contour my nose because whenever I do, it looks terrible. So I just try and stay away from it. But we're going to try her today. So I'm going to go in with this shade. I feel like in the past when I've tried to contour my nose, I've always... Oh, this mirror is good, by the way. Oh my gosh, I've been using this janky, cheap-ass mirror, and now I can actually see my face, like, properly, so that's great. But, yeah, I feel like in the past when I've tried to contour my nose, I have used a shade that's too warm, and it just looks like a sunburn, so it just never works. But we're going to try this today, so I am going to just pop her here. I mean, yeah, okay, I can see a more chiselled, sculpted nose in front of me. But kind of up close, I just feel like she looks a bit messy. And I'm not quite sure what to do about that. I suppose I could just go in with like my beauty blender that I use to apply my foundation. Because I just don't know how much blending is going to help me right now. But I mean, definitely my nose. She's never looked so beautiful, ever. Okay, so I like that. Okay, so the last shade we have is the lightest shade. And this one is called Fill. It says, use the shade Fill above your cheek contour to enhance its effect. And just below your outer eyebrow. Apply lower central forehead and at the top. Okay, so I think this is meant to be used in the same way you would use a highlighter to the high points of your face to make them more defined. So I am going to get this brush here, and I'm just going to get a little bit, and it said use above your contour. Is this too high above, do you think? I mean, I don't know if I'm just imagining it, but I do kind of feel like this is making me look 21 again. Also, just to mention, these powders are super creamy. You could also use this shade for like setting your face, I feel. Oh yeah, it looks good on the Cupid's bow. Because do you know what? I realised that the error of my ways. I used to put my highlighter on my Cupid's bow and it just looked a little bit like sweaty Cupid's bow. But I think this looks a lot more refined and like subtle and actually has more of an impact. It's like a matte kind of shade that's just gonna make that area like pop a little bit more. Like, look, I like that. I'm gonna pop a little bit on the tip of my nose. Oh yes, kind of there was a lot of that on my nose then, and it kind of looked like I'd been snorting cocaine. Just gonna add a little bit more up here because do you know what? I'm just liking that. I may just add like a little bit more and then just let it bake for a minute. Like, can you see just when I've got this powder on now, just like not, you know, brushed away, can you see how much that kind of emphasizes my cheekbones, which I don't even have cheekbones. He's actually made it look like I have cheekbones. So I'm just going to leave that there just for now. I love. So, okay, guys, I really, really like this palette. This has everything that you would need for contouring the face in one. I think that this cost, let me just double check, I think it's about $18. Okay, so we have an elephant in the room because as you know, we do have a new Lucid lip shade to try on. So I do have a couple of these. I've got a beautiful kind of blue infused glittery one, which is in my work bag. I use that a lot for when I'm in the office because she, although looks extremely glittery on the lips, she just creates this really beautiful kind of 3D look, and she's really, really comfortable as well. She's a very hydrating gloss. So I've got that one. I've actually got two here. Maybe I've got more than I think. So I've got this beautiful kind of rose gold one. I've got another kind of berry red pinky one, and then this one that they've just released. It reminds me of the Scarlet shoes in Wizard of Oz. It looks very beautiful. Now, I'm not going to use this today because I definitely do not feel like she's going to complement my look. I will use her though, and I'm going to put a clip into the end of the video so that you can actually see what she looks like. I have some photos to take, and I just don't think that she would complement the look because she's red and, you know, so I'm just going to leave her for now, but don't worry, you're going to see. Okay, so I'm back. It's a little bit later. I've gone for a different lip, and I'm going to finally try the new Lucid lip gloss from KALEIDOS Make Up. It's funny, you know, because I filmed my video earlier. It's a few hours later. I've been out shopping, played with the boys, tidied up, had a stir fry, and I feel like I'm probably a completely different person now. But anyway, by the way, contours held up perfectly, eyeshadow held up perfectly. So we are going to try the lip gloss now. Pinky looking. I'm so sorry guys. Apparently after I have stir fry, I lose all of my vocabulary. Anyway, so it's like a pink glass, and then it looks to have tiny little gold and multicolored glitters in there. The gloss in the similar style to a motorbike. That's a cool motorbike. In a similar style to the other Lucid lips, this is an extremely hydrating, comfortable formula. It feels very light. It doesn't feel kind of thick and heavy. It feels really, really nice. I think it's super shiny, like super shiny from here and super shiny from there. Honestly, you cannot really see these tiny little, you know, the glitters in there. Like, I can barely see them. But in terms of this just being the most beautiful gloss, she's a winner. These are beautiful, by the way. I would highly, 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 highly recommend. They are a lip gloss, but they're super comfortable. They don't stick to everything, you know, they're just so kind of lightweight and super glossy. So beautiful. I'm just going to use this brush again. I'm just going to blend away this excess powder. Do you know what? I actually think this is more flattering than if I were to put a highlighter on, because she's given me that lift and that emphasis so beautifully, but it looks more natural than, like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love like blinding highlighters. I'm never going to start wearing blinding highlighters, but I've just never tried this before, you know, with like a matte powder, you know, trying to create that kind of, you know, cheekbone pop. And I just really like the look. And I was going to put Ray Rider on today because I really wanted you to see that, but I'm not going to put her on because I'm just kind of loving this, you know, the matte look on the face. And then I think the eyes, they are glowy and shimmery enough without me having to pop anything on my face, you know. Maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know. This could just be me, like my midlife crisis. She stops wearing highlighters. Oh my gosh, do you know what? I had the worst dream the other night. I had a dream that I couldn't get to sleep, but I was dreaming. Like I was asleep. But I was dreaming that I couldn't get to sleep. What a cruel game my brain played on me that night. Okay, so guys, this is the final look. I absolutely love this. This is probably my favourite look that I've created in a very long time. Every single product I tried was just exceptionally high quality, super easy to work with. I can't believe a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette would give you any better of a look than I've got going on right now. And yes, that is all the shade to Pat fucking McGrath, because I just don't know how she can charge so much, because are they really any better than this? Like, if you've tried a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette, can you tell me, like, do they give you orgasms? Do they go and do your laundry? Do they do all of your work, you know? Do they? I mean, because I can't think of why you'd want to pay so much for them. I would just like to say thank you so much to KALEIDOS Makeup for blessing me with these beautiful products. It's always such a treat to A, receive them, but B, be able to play around with them. I am a huge supporter and fan of KALEIDOS Makeup. I would recommend that you all check out their website, have a look around, and just treat yourself to one thing, and then you will be sucked in for life. Honestly, say goodbye to your bank account. I mean, even though the products, they're not expensive. I'd say they're not super affordable. They're kind of mid-range, but they're worth every single penny. Urge you to go just have a look around, treat yourself to something, and gosh, you're going to be sucked in for life, honestly. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching the video today. I've had so much fun filming this, and I hope that you've had even just half as much fun watching it. Then that'll be great. But anyway, I'm going to go. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, stay happy, stay positive, and I hope to see you soon.